What's up, family? Welcome to another Food and Finance Fridays. You'll notice that I don't have any food in front of me. Well, reason for that is that in Thanksgiving, you know, I have three little girls, 8, 6, and 4. So they come home with stuff. I get stuff, you know. And I was in a position. I was like, okay, I'm not gonna, make a video of this and put it out there. But I didn't want to talk about it. But let me say this. I want to say this first. Your food and your finances are personal, so keep them personal. What do I mean by that? Okay, so leading up to Thanksgiving, I got a lot of. Well, first of all, anyhow, this is normal that I would hear throughout the years. I've heard, hey, holidays. Are you ready for the holidays? What do Thanksgiving? What are you having? Oh yeah, we're gonna have this, that, whatever. But it's different this year. So hey, you eat vegan, so what are you gonna have for Thanksgiving? So like, cause people thinking not eating turkey, not eating dressing that has you know what people are normally putting in dressing. Okay, it's different things. So I'm like, hey, no, I'm not exactly sure yet what we're having, but hey, it's gonna be vegan. That's the lifestyle that we're choosing to live, trying to choosing to eat a vegan diet, right? And so for us, that's personal. Not personal in the sense that oh, we're not gonna talk about it. No, personal in the sense that this is what we're choosing to do personally for us, for our health. So one of the reasons that we chose to get on this journey, first of all, for me, I knew the transition was going to probably end up happening at some point. Because back in 2014, I did a Daniel fast, and that's where eating nothing but fruits and vegetables, drinking water. But I was able to, we did that for, I originally, I just go do it for 21 days. Ended up doing it longer because I saw the benefits that it was having on me. Did it originally for spiritual reasonings, spiritual reasons. so, but then I saw all the physical benefits, so I chose to do it longer. I was losing weight, I was having more energy, skin was clearing up. I didn't have bad skin, but skin just seemed to be better. Um, and so I'm like, yo, and I was coming up with some pretty cool recipes. Discovering some, that that as I did research, and some I came up with, as well as my wife. Um, but this time around, we decided, hey, we got some different health things going on. We need to make some changes. Okay. Um, September 2022, I was 240 pounds. All right. I was like, that was the heaviest I ever been. I'm like, yo, I gotta do something different. I'm only 5'9", 240. No, that's not gonna work. So I was like, okay, let me cut back on sweets because that's my number one. That's my Achilles heel. Okay. Um, I love sweets. Got sweet tooth. so I'm like, okay, let me cut back on my sweets. That's losing weight. But March 2023, I'm still 218, 220. Um, my joints were feeling a little bit better, but still, I'm dealing with this, dealing with that. Blood pressure was a little high. So my wife, showed me something, Dr. Bobby Price, and I'm like, yo, this is let's get on this. All right, she was all about it. And I was like, hey, it seemed like I was just doing it to support her, but I'm thinking, no, this probably be, just good for us to live this lifestyle anyhow. So I go from 218 now around 190. You know, making changes. Mainly, the biggest thing is the changing the diet. You know, change the diet that we eat. Doing some exercise, coming to doing more because like can't just eat right and then be sedentary. You have to move too, right? And there's a certain way I want my body to look and feel, so I gotta work out. You know, I like working out, but it's just I've made the excuse of time and energy because kids and work doing this. Okay, so what do we have? What do we have for Thanksgiving? And there's the picture of it on the thumbnail. I don't know yet how to embed pictures in the video, but if I did, I'd do it. But you got the thumbnail, or at least my plate that I had with the dinner. So we had, what was on there? Fried mushrooms, banging, lentil loaf with barbecue sauce, banging, black eyed peas and rice. That was my least favorite. Macaroni and cheese. I tasted it before, when my wife had, cooked it and it was still really warm and banging. When I had it on my plate, it wasn't as warm and it didn't taste quite as good. I still enjoyed it, but it wasn't banging. It needed to be warm, like really really warm. The green beans, the seasoning she did on there, killing it. And there's greens. Now I grew up eating first, have ham hock in there. You know, as I got older, my mother started using turkey neck. Okay, cool. It's not as bad as the ham hock. We think it's really good, but my wife didn't do any of that. Right, just the seasoning. No meat in there. It was really good, banging. All right, so what else was there? Oh, can't forget this. The sweet potato. It's like a sweet potato casserole almost. Now here's a little bit of history. I mean, I love sweet potatoes. I used to make candy yams with. I found out. I watched High and the Hog, and I found out that in America we call them yams. You think sweet potatoes and yams are different, but I saw the yams in West Africa, and they call them elephant's foot over there, right? That thing, listen, things like this big really look like an elephant's foot, right? Those are yams. What we have over here, sweet potatoes. Our ancestors, for those of us who are black, our ancestors come from, Africa, West Africa through the slave trade. Yo, they adapted to what they had, but so anyhow, but I really like sweet potatoes. I always have. Okay, and for a while, starting in college, when it came to like potlucks and different things, I would be the one making I called them at that time candy yams, but I know now that they're sweet potatoes. Okay, sweet potatoes for that. We make them for family functions. Job I used to work at, we have potlucks that I make them. People like, oh, Josh, hey. There's one time when I had in 2005, I had a near fatal car accident, and so I'm 2006. I'm at home recovering, and I was in I went to Teal College, and I was in the Organization of Black Collegians, and we have a soul food feast in February, and I would make the candy yams, and so some people they found out I was coming up there, although I was at home recovering. They was like, "Hey, Joshua, you making yams?" Yeah. So when it came to yams, sweet potatoes, anything like that was my thing. My wife made these sweet potatoes. Now, not at all were they vegan when I fixed them before. They were loaded with sugar. Okay, they have butter in them and all that. They were good, but they were by no means healthy. They were not vegan, and not all vegan stuff is healthy. Like, so we are plant-based vegans, okay? So let me make that distinction. And so these that my wife made, if I knew all the ingredients, I'd tell you. But I'm telling you, they were slapping. Okay, so the big point is, out of all of this, is that it's personal. We eating the way that we're eating, enjoying it, and even afterwards, my mother-in-law, sister-in-law, my father-in-law didn't get played. We just had our immediate family for Thanksgiving, but afterwards, my mother and sister-in-law did get a plate. They really enjoyed it. They don't eat a vegan diet. They really enjoyed it. Now they did not get any of the desserts. They were gone. I fixed the desserts. I made a vegan carrot cake, and I'll put that link in the description. I got that recipe from Healthy Vegan Eating. I get a lot of my ideas that I cook from him. Not all, and my wife as well. Um, this I definitely tried to stick to the recipe. I'm like I never fixed a carrot cake, period, let alone a vegan carrot cake. And carrot cake's my favorite, one of my favorites. That's my favorite type of cake. Carrot cheesecake is my ultimate favorite, but okay. So I haven't the icing, the frosting. I said it was kind of like a cream cheese. It was a vegan cream cheese that I made from scratch, based on from his video. And like I said, I will put that in the description. And I also made this chocolate peanut butter nice cream. Now, what is nice cream? It's like ice cream, but it's vegan style, right? So my wife was getting these recipes out of this cookbook from Dr. Bobby Price, and all of them, were used coconut milk. And so I was like, this is ice cream that we like, but now like we're on this vegan eating journey, right? So we're like, not going to get that ice cream anymore. It was chocolate peanut butter. And so I was like, you know what? Let me try to make that. Tried it with the coconut milk. You know, it really it wasn't hitting like it needed to. So I was like, you know what? I bet you if I use oat milk, I can do it. I had to play around with the ratio of the ingredients some, but I got it. It was so I used 3 bananas, 2 avocados, and all of that helps with the creaminess. Um, use the coconut milk. I use of course the cocoa because gotta be chocolate, right? I used 100% cacao powder, um, agave nectar. I started using dirt date syrup just a little bit, date syrup, of course, the peanut butter. So now, before I put that in there, I blend out everything in it, blend all that together, pour it in the container. Then I'll mix in 100% natural peanut butter, these natural chocolate chips. They only have three ingredients. They're vegan, really good. Um, and I will crush up some pecans and mix all that up in there. Bang it. So that's really good. Enjoyed all of that. I wish I had pictures for that to show y'all, but I don't. They're it's on my phone for at least the carrot cake, but okay, yeah. Go watch that video that I was telling y'all about. It's in the link. It's in there. All right. So, but what does this have to do with finances? Okay. Once again, finances are personal. You heard the term. I know you have personal finances. Why is it called personal finances? Because it's personal. It's personal to you. Okay. So don't try to live someone else's life. Don't you got your own life anyhow, but you see what other people are doing with their finances. Don't try to do something on a level that someone appears to be on when you're not on that level. Okay? Oh, see they post on Instagram, they taking these trips, or they getting this type of jewelry, these cars, they doing this, going to eat here, doing that, they wearing these clothes, doing it. Hey, they appear to be on that level. If you're not on that level, don't go broke trying to be on that level. What's that called? Keep trying to keep up with the Joneses, right? Um, don't. That's not for you. Don't do that. And I keep saying that don't try to do something on a level that someone else appears to be on. They may not even be on that level themselves. They could be drowning in debt and need resuscitation. But because you see them over here doing this, I'm gonna try to do it too. I want to live like that. Listen, don't try to look rich and be poor. The Bible talks about that. It says there's one who appears to be rich but is really poor, another who appears to be poor but is rich. I'm not saying you gotta go around dressed in rags, but it's better to live under your means, below your means, okay? And make that money work for you. And guess what? When you get to a higher level financially, you can still live below your means, but live on a higher level. Always keep your means above the level that you're living on. All right, so you can, and here's the deal: you can do things and make it look really nice, but do it at the level that you're on. You don't necessarily have to go buy the Jordans. You don't have to buy. I'm not real big on name brands, so I can't list off a whole bunch for you. I like things that look nice, and listen. There's one time I got a pair of Dolce and Gabbana glasses. Right, I almost said it wrong. And my cousin, he was like, "Oh, you got some Dolce and Gabbana?" I took them off. They had a D&G on them. I was like, "Oh, I guess I do." I had no. I just knew I liked the glasses and I got them. All right. Okay, but you you won't get where you're going for your life if you're working someone else's plan. You need to work your plan, okay? That you have for your personal finances. And in my opinion, your plan will work the best when you get God involved in it, okay? Um, even before even before I started this video, I was praying, and my daughter first she asked me what I was doing. I can't remember exactly the. She asked me if I was thinking or trying to figure something out. I was like, well, I'm praying. She was like, well, why are you praying? This is my 8-year old, and I told her, well, baby, because in Proverbs 3, God tells us to trust in the Lord with all your heart, lean not into your own understanding, but in all your ways acknowledge Him. He will direct your paths. Okay, and so even in preparing to do this, I'm praying. I'm asking the Lord, please, give me the words to say. Allow my words to flow. Help me to say something that's really going to help and impact somebody. This ain't may seem like something that's a really small deal to someone. You're making a YouTube video. Why are you praying about that? Well, because God told me to acknowledge Him in all my ways. I don't do a perfect job of that, and I'm working to get better. But one thing I know is that when I include Him on my plans, and I follow the plans that He gives me, I say the words that He gives me to say, it's always going to be better than what I plan to do. Okay, listen, I had started doing this video and I ran out of storage, so I had to start again. I had to start from the beginning, and even this time I'm saying things that I hadn't planned to say before, because I'm listening to what God has for me to say. All right. So remember, your food and your personal and your I'm sorry, your food and your finances are personal. So keep them personal. All right. I hope that this blesses you. I hope that you'll find it useful and encouraging. All right. So if you like the video, go ahead and like and please subscribe. Leave a comment. Share. Once again, sharing is caring. What else? Leave a comment. Leave a comment and make sure you hit that notification bell so you be notified anytime I upload a new video. And if you already been doing that stuff, thank you. I really appreciate it. It helps the channel grow, helps to get these messages out to more people. Okay, and remember, as always, take control of your time, your money, and your future. Be blessed, y'all. I'm out.